lights out. Sit right in the center. I'll take this.
Anybody got a flashlight?
You guys got to put your lights on? All right, guys. On the count of 3, go nuts. 1, 2, 3. Hi, guys. Salt Lake Comic-Con, how are you guys doing today? Are you ready to talk to this guy right here? That was okay, but that wasn't great. Are you ready to talk to Chandler Riggs? They may have heard it that time. I think so. Guys, before we begin, remember, the thing about Comic-Con is it's a community. And I really think that it's important for you guys to be spreading the love and sharing that community. So what I want you to do is throughout the course of this panel, throughout the course of this weekend, share the love. Hop on Twitter, Facebook, Vine, whatever your thing is. And remember, use hashtag FanX16 and really make all of your friends at home know this is what's happening. This is why they should come to a Comic-Con. Will you do that for me? All right, we're going to start with some audience questions in a second, but I've got a question for you. I mean, you're the focus, you're part of this massively successful, fan-driven show, and part of a comic book as well. But for you, you've had so many amazing experiences since you've joined the show. What's been the experience that's really made you kind of nerd out? Because, I even recall last time I saw you was Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando with Nicotero and John Landis, and you get to walk through this Walking Dead maze along with American Werewolf in London and everything. What's been the craziest nerd out moment that you've had connected to this show, as a fan yourself?
It's got to be in the next few episodes.
Yeah?
Sure. Yeah. Oh,
Chandler, I thought we said we couldn't tease anything. There's an AMC sniper in the back there or something.
Other than that, though, it'd definitely be getting my eyes shot out. That was so much fun. I felt so bad for Andy because he had to sob and stuff while I was having a blast.
Yeah. How has that impacted your performance, having this very visceral kind of awareness of this injury? I mean, you've really made it through the season, or the seasons, largely unscathed. We have some bad moments, but you're still all in one piece. How has that impacted your performance now, having this blacked out eye, having to wear an eye patch? Does it, you think, enhance the performance?
I think so. In the comics, it really drives Carl to a completely other direction, which we're trying to execute that in the show, and I think you guys are gonna like it. And it's that's comic Carl. I believe we will be more prevalent in the next season.
All right. I'm sure that application process probably also makes you appreciate the walkers who have to sit for hours and hours and hours, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's just the bandage. It's obviously there's no prosthetics or anything underneath it, but losing my depth perception while filming has definitely been a challenge.
Yeah. Well, let's throw to some audience questions. I think you guys, and we're starting strong with Supergirl has a question for us.
Hey, Chandler. So I'm guessing you know the bad lip reading parody called Carl Papa. What did you think of it when you first saw it?
Oh, I thought it was hilarious because I had seen the first one after it came out, and I was showing it to all the cast and the crew and stuff on the set. I thought it was hilarious. And then when they made a whole song just of my stuff, that was the coolest thing. It was really cool.
But what is your favorite meme to come out of the show?
The ones where Rick is crying to there's so many variants of that one frame. It's so funny.
Yeah. Coral.
Hi, I'm Holly, and I was just wondering, what was it like to be on set at such a young age with all these zombies and scary, gory, torn up stuff?
It's really cool. It's awesome. Yeah, it's really fun. I have a really cool cast. bunch of really cool co-stars to work with, and everyone is really nice, and it's really, really fun. I'm glad I'm a part of it.
All right. Oh, this is going to be awkward. There's actually a question from a walker.
Hi. So, what was it like to essentially you're growing up on a TV set? What's that experience like?
I mean, it's really like all I've known for the past 6 years. It's really cool. I do enjoy it a lot, and you know, again, the really cool cast members really make it worthwhile. And you know, I go to public school, so I try to have as much as a normal life as I can while being on, you know, the #1 TV show in the world. So yeah, it's really cool, and I do enjoy it a lot.
Cool. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. I wanted to ask you, do you like chocolate pudding?
Solid question.
I do like chocolate pudding. Thank you.
He was just eating some backstage. A whole can of it.
3.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hi. I have a lot of little brothers and sisters, and I was wondering what you guys do to help keep Judith, from crying on set.
Ooh, good.
Well, we actually have, I think we're on our like 7th set of twins at this point. So in like 7 different Judiths, because you know, babies obviously grow, so they keep on having to like recast a new Judith every few episodes.
I'm glad you specified that instead of like, we just lost Judith. You know? Our 7th set.
No, but yeah, I mean, you would think that at this point Judith would be walking and talking, but no, she's still a baby. So, but it's yeah, when you know, one Judith starts crying, we just switch them out, and we do have a doll as well that does not look like it looks really creepy. Sorry, but it looks really creepy. But we would like cover its head and like use that if we had to, and just avoid like shooting that area until the baby stopped crying.
Good question.
How you doing, Chandler?
Good.
Me too. Who is your favorite cast member to work with throughout all the seasons?
Ooh, you're making this tough now.
Yeah.
It's making it hard to choose.
Andy has been really, really fun to work with. He's such a cool guy, and his whole family is really nice, and he's so much fun to work with, and I've been working with him for so long now, and yeah, he's just a really nice guy, and I really do like, everyone on the cast is so nice, and they're so much fun to work with. Like, Denai is also one of my favorite people on the set to work with, just because she's so, yeah, she's like so into everything, and she's such an awesome person, and just really cool.
Cool.
Do you ever feel picked on because your character keeps getting shot and nobody else is?
I suppose so. I mean, I kind of feel bad for Carl. This is like the 2nd time he's gotten shot, and now he like can't even see out of his right eye. Like, give him a break at this point.
But he's got his, well, okay, the eye thing's bad. But like, he came away from the first one okay.
He did, yeah. He had a seizure, but
he's still, okay,
Still
look,
alive.
the fact that we're looking at like, you know, 6 years worth of this, the fact that he's alive is a pretty good accomplishment.
oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm proud of Carl.
Given the show, how it's about monsters and stuff, is there any funny scare pranks or anything on set?
Gosh, not we don't. I'm trying to think. There have been some pranks that Norman has done on people periodically. I think. Okay, so John, back in season 2, the guy who plays Shane, he is deathly afraid of crickets for some reason, and I think it was Norman and Andy. I'm not sure, but they decided one day while he was working to go and fill up his trailer with crickets. Just took like a bunch of boxes of crickets and just like let them all loose in his trailer. So when he like went to go change his clothes were like filled with crickets. And yeah, I think that was pretty bad.
It's like you've just given the internet a gift of how to torment John Bernthal. You're welcome, internet.
Yeah.
Hi Chandler, my name is Ashley, and all of our friends are pretty big fans of yours. The question I had was, what scene was particularly hard to get through?
It's between season 3, episode 4, the one where Lori died, and season 4, episode 9, with like when Carl thought that Rick had reanimated. He was trying to get himself to kill Rick, and he couldn't. Those were probably the 2 hardest scenes to get through.
Hi, I'm Taz, and okay, so you recently got your eye shot out, and I know that after you fell, they put a dummy in your place, and Andrew had to carry that. Was that a little weird to watch, like, Andrew carry you down the street?
Well, actually, I have a limit on like how many hours I can work per day. I can only work 10.5 hours, and then they either have to wrap me or they ask my parents and me if I can go over just a little bit. And they had completely run out of time for me that night, and so that they made the dummy so they could have more time with like me. But it was really weird walking into like the makeup trailer and seeing like me there, because like it's the mold that they did was so like they have like up to like the pores in my face. Like it's so scary how accurate it is. Really, and plus like his eye is gone too. Like that makes it even more weird. So.
Where is this dummy now? Like where does he exist on set?
I don't know, but I want it. Yeah.
I think that you have rights to it. You can call dibs.
Yeah,
it's you.
So many selfies with it. It was great.
Hi Chandler, my name's Andrew, and I was wondering, who's your favorite band?
Favorite band? I'm gonna have to say 21 Pilots.
Hi, I was wondering, what's your favorite scene that you shot with Norman?
You know, okay, so actually in season 2 there was a deleted scene that between me and Norman. It had to do with, I can't remember the exact dialogue, but it had to do something with me wanting like Daryl to show me like how to use the crossbow and stuff, but it got deleted. That was a really fun scene to shoot. I remember it's annoying that it never got. I don't know if it's on like the deleted scenes for season 2, but yeah, that was a fun scene to film. Although no one ever saw it.
They'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
It was a really good scene.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and oh my gosh, how are you? I'm actually talking to you. I was wondering, do you have like a special bond between Judith?
Well, we've had total 14 different, 7 sets of twins, so 14 different Judiths. But you do get emotionally attached to them, because like, in season 5, like for the first half, that's literally all Carl did was just hold Judith and hold Judith, hold Judith, make her stop crying, and that's what I had to do. I just had to walk around with her and make them more comfortable with being around me and not cry as much. So you do get an emotional attachment to these babies after like 3 months of trying to make them not cry.
Did you ever get a sense that one of the twins just did not like you and would not stop crying?
Yeah, one of them, there's always like one of them that is loving like all like the attention and like the lights and stuff like that, and the other one just hates it. Like always, like when you bring them in, they're always crying and they don't want to be around anyone, they just want their mom. Yeah, it's
You're like, we need another baby.
yeah.
Hi. So I was wondering what the funniest scene, like what the funniest thing that's ever happened on set.
Funniest thing. I don't know. We don't play that many like pranks and stuff on each other as much. Gosh, yeah, we don't have that many like really funny oh, well, there's lots of like big group scenes where like me and like Alana or me and Josh are like making faces at each other across like the group. I remember there was one scene where Rick was like giving like a speech to like all the Alexandrians and stuff, and it was so hard not to laugh. Oh my gosh. And Andy was so mad at me and Alana because we were like dying, we were trying so hard not to laugh. And we were on camera too. And so like all the producers and stuff were like, no. Yeah, there's just like moments here and there where it's really funny. I don't know why, but yeah.
I was wondering, how do you do your schooling on set?
Well, I do go to public school, so I really just have to end up missing school. So like total, I have like 28 absences for like the first semester. So it's not fun to make up tons of AP Physics stuff. So, but it's good because I get to like kind of have a normal life while being on this TV show. And because that's like, I want to be as normal as I can. I don't want to be like homeschooled. Again, I was homeschooled for a while. And, I mean, there's nothing bad with homeschooling, but it's not for everyone, and it wasn't for me. So I'm very glad that I'm able to do public school and film at the same time. Plus, my teachers are really cool with like letting me make stuff up, and the principal is really understanding. So everything just kind of falls into place.
Hi, I wanted to ask about the one scene where your character's mother was giving birth to Judith, and like just that whole process of like having to build your character, knowing what was going to happen and everything. Like, what did you like feel through that?
Well, the scene was actually over the span of 2 days, so we had to shoot that whole sequence 2 days. Which was, that was really not fun. But me and Lauren did not have a fun time with that. But, I mean, it came out great, and I'm really happy with the way it came out. And it's always sad to see characters like Sarah have to go, but that's what makes the show good.
So your hair has grown a lot ever since you first started out on the show when you were little, and I was wondering if you personally like having really long hair?
Yeah, actually, I started having like long hair when I was like 9. So when they like cast me for Walking Dead and were like, yeah, we're gonna have to cut your hair, I was so mad. And I grew my hair out after the first season. When we came back in season 2, like, yeah, we're gonna have to cut your hair. And then third season, they let my hair be long, so I do like my hair long, and yeah. But they like to keep it at like a certain length, so I'm just like growing it out just right now, really, so as I can. So.
All right.
Hi, my name is Hunter. What's your first acting role?
My first acting role was when I was 4. It was called. It was just like a community theater play. It was called Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And it wasn't like a big part or anything. I was just in like the kids choir. But that was my first thing, like in front of people on a stage and things like that. But after that, I just did like a few church plays where I was really on stage and I really actually had a part in front of people, and just progressed into that.
Hi, I'm Emma, and I was wondering, how did you get your role on The Walking Dead?
It was like just an audition, like any other audition really. I mean, me and my dad actually thought it was a really dumb idea in the first place to make a zombie TV show. We really didn't think that it would do well at all. But we were wrong. I'm glad we were wrong. But yeah, it was really just like any other audition, and I'm still auditioning for stuff today, and you get denied for roles all the time. So if you're like trying to get into acting and trying to start acting, you really just got to stay persistent, because you're just gonna get denied over and over and over again for years at a time, and but something will come along. It's gonna be awesome.
But you know, when you're heading to an audition that you're not really feeling, was there a temptation to be like, yeah, let's just skip it, like I'm not into this, and plus I've got school and everything else?
Yeah, right. For the past few months, I've kind of been holding off on auditions for a while, just because I really do want to focus on like keeping my grades up and getting into college and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can applaud education. That's a good thing.
But yeah, I mean, it's not every role is going to be for you. So again, if you are trying to be an actor, it's going to suck a lot. You'll get there.
Hi there.
Hi, my name's Taylor. I was wondering, how do you like your acting career?
I like it a lot. It's definitely, my acting has definitely gotten a lot better, especially this season, and I've been putting a lot more effort into it, especially this season. I've been putting a lot more effort. Like in the last episode 15 and 16, were like my favorite like episodes to film, just because I put so much into them, and I really hope they turned out good.
We have like the littlest Daryl Dixon here, which is like a children's book waiting to happen, but I can't wait to hear what you have to ask. Hi there.
What is your favorite character and why?
That is a solid question. Good job, Daryl.
You know, my favorite character has got to be Carl. You know, honestly, Michonne is probably. I'm not talking to Denai so much, but Michonne is like so cool. Like I love that character so much. Like she's so complex and evolving and really, really interesting, and I really enjoy it a lot.
But littlest Daryl Dixon is a close third, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi Chandler, I'm Callie. I was wondering, I know you and Ron had a feud on set, but how are you guys off set? Like, how was your friendship?
Yeah. I mean, he's 18, or he's 19 now. But so he was a little bit older than me. But he loved going to Sky Zone. That was like his favorite thing to do. If you guys know it, it's like a big like trampoline place where there's like tons of trampolines around. So he said like every day, every like time that he had off, he would just like go to Sky Zone and just like jump around for like 5 hours. And I just thought that was so funny. But the most I think the most fun I've ever had filming a scene wasn't actually like filming the real scene, but it was before the scene, because right before the scene where Carl like pulled the gun on Ron and told him to give me his gun, like after the whole fight in the garage. We hadn't shot the scene in the garage yet, so we had to like get amped up to, you know, act like we had just been fighting each other. So we would physically like wrestle each other for like 2 to 3 minutes before. It was so much fun. That was like the most fun I have like ever had doing a scene. And it wasn't even like shooting the scene itself. It was just getting amped up to do the scene. And yeah, it was really, really fun.
Thank you.
Who do you think Judith's real dad is, Rick or Shane?
Sorry, Rick.
Didn't even hesitate on that one. Just give your dad like a little benefit of the doubt.
Hey Chandler, I'm Noelle. I'm wondering if during the current cast of The Walking Dead right now, if all of them were zombies or walkers, who would be the hardest to kill and why?
This is a thought-out question. I like this.
Yeah. Jeez, you know, it's probably be Carol. Honestly, like she'd probably just like be like a ninja zombie, hiding around and then just like bite you when you're not like expecting it. I would say Carol would be the hardest to kill.
Hi, I'm Sahar. So obviously a lot of people recognize you as Carl. So when you're in public and people scream Carl, do you respond to it or do you just not?
Actually, that is like when people like are just like trying to be annoying and like Carl. That's when it's like the most annoying when I'm just like in public and people are just like across like the room or whatever and just trying to be funny to their friends. But I mean, it's funny, I guess, for them. I mean, I don't know. Usually people are pretty respectful though. Will come up and are really nice, and yeah, we really have the coolest fan base, honestly. Like this show, you guys are the coolest fans. Like, I honestly could not ask for a better fan base or a better fandom or anything. You guys are like the coolest people ever. I'm so glad we have you guys.
You have a pretty protective community around you, too.
Yeah.
Like in Atlanta. Like they're very protective of the show, and the people that live there really care about you guys, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're really cool. They value the show a lot. I mean, it's really, really cool for us.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hello. My question is actually for my wife, and it is, according to Talking Dead, on the most recent episode that aired with Eugene's weenie biting, you played a joke on Josh McDermott by getting a hot dog truck. Which hot dog did you order?
I actually was not there that day, during that filming, but yeah, so I did not order a hot dog that day. Yes. So, sorry. I do wish I was there to see it. I was not.
My name's AC, huge fan of the show. We've seen multiple characters kind of leave. Which one kind of impacted you the most?
And I really can't pick one out because every single person that we lose, it's not fun. It's because it after working with them and seeing them every single day for months or even years, and then you only see them like a few weekends a year at conventions and stuff. It's it's not cool, but it's what makes the show cool. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lana, and I was wondering what makes it challenging to bring the script back to life.
It's a good question.
Yeah. There are some scenes that are obviously a lot harder than others, but Scott Gimple and all the writers do a really good job of their writing, and they really make it natural. And they know me, and they know how I do my character, and they know how everyone does their characters and everything. They're really good at doing their job, and so they make it pretty easy and natural for us to just go out there and say our lines. So they make our job easy, so it's pretty nice.
And you're probably doing, as you get older and as you become a better actor, you're probably better at reading between the lines, picking up more nuance and seeing more of what's on the page, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hi. I had a question. So when you found out you were going to play Carl, did you read the comics or did you just completely ignore them?
I did read the comics. I'm trying to remember. I think I actually started reading them before I was doing the audition, just so I could kind of get an idea of how my character was and how he acted and stuff like that. But I ended up just getting really interested in the comics just to read them for fun. But yeah, I really do enjoy them, and I still read them today, actually. So I really do enjoy the comics.
Hi, I was wondering, because I saw it early season 3, you and Beth had kind of a connection, and I was wondering if she had lived, you guys would have had something going on or anything.
Probably not, yeah. I mean, in real life, she's 12 years older than me. So, yeah. It'd be really weird for me. And for her, it'd be really weird. But yeah, I don't think they would have developed into something.
And no one stays happy on this show anyhow, so it would not have been good.
Hey, so I recently saw on your Facebook that you auditioned for Han Solo. How was that?
Yeah, I did. But, as the hundreds of other auditions that I have done, I heard nothing back from them. So it was expected. I didn't expect to get Han Solo or Spider-Man or anything, but it was definitely worth the shot. So.
Okay, I hope I don't stumble over my words, but when it comes to the series, the entire series ending, would you personally like to see Carl die in an epic death or survive? Just because it'd be fun to, film that, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be more fun to film like a big epic death, just because I want to have the prosthetics on me and have like my skin torn off as I scream in agony. I feel like that'd be so much fun.
Why do you like acting?
I don't know. I mean, the same reason I like playing video, or the same reason you like Pokemon. It's it's just fun. I really do enjoy it. It's just what I really like to do, and it makes people happy. And I like making people happy. And that's why I come to these conventions. Is me trying to give back to you guys. So. Thank you guys for coming out to these conventions.
Hey, little Carl, you got a question? What's your question?
What's your favorite superhero?
For a long time it was Spider-Man. But not sure, honestly. Iron Man's pretty cool, especially. I feel like Iron Man and Batman are like really, because they don't have superpowers. Yeah. They're just like rich guys. Superpowers are just like really good at like fighting and stuff. So that's like what I like about those guys.
Hi.
What's your favorite scene in season 6?
He's killing me. It's coming in episode 16. Really, it's really good.
So watch. Well, I don't know. You might be a little too young to watch, but out there, watch, and you'll know it when you see it.
What was your favorite zombie kill?
What was that?
What's that?
What was your favorite zombie kill?
Okay, in season 4, I believe it was episode 4, the one where Rick and Carl were one of the fences in the prison had fallen down, and they had the machine guns, and they were just like mowing down the whole herd of walkers. That was so much fun, because it was actually filmed on my 14th birthday, because in Georgia there's a law that prohibits like anyone under the age of 14 to even touch any kind of firearm while working on the set, and so all the time we'd be like so annoyed that I would have to just like not fire an actual gun, and until that night it was on. We were like filming up until midnight, and once it hit midnight, Andy like knighted me with the machine gun. Gave me the gun, and we started filming, and it was so much fun. So much fun. Because I had shot, the props guy had me, like, he took me out and had me just to see how like a machine gun feels to like be shot, so I wouldn't, like fly backwards on my first take. So I kind of known what it would feel like, but I felt so cool doing it, because all like those years of playing Call of Duty had finally paid off. The second that my ammo had ran out, I hit the thing, like the ammo ejector thing. I grabbed the clip out of my pocket and I slammed the thing shut. I felt so cool.
What was Andy's reaction? Was he impressed?
I think so. Yeah, I think he was a little bit jealous.
It's like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Hi, Chandler. I was wondering, what was your favorite weapon that you used on the set?
That machine gun. Yeah, it was really, really fun.
You're thinking about it right now. You're like,
oh yeah, no,
I could go for it. Yeah, like, I could do that everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but the knife that I have right now is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's the one that the group of guys that like tried to kill our group in episode like 15 of season 4. What is that name? No, not the wolves. The Claimers, that's right. Yeah, the Claimers, when they were trying to kill us, it was one of like one of their knives, and it's like a Bowie or a Bowie knife. It's like that long, and I can't even, I can barely like sit down with it because it's like a sword. It like protrudes out past my knee, and I've killed a few walkers with that. It's pretty fun to use.
Hi.
What was your scariest moment on Walking Dead?
You know, I was never really scared of like the zombies and stuff because, you know, outside of like the filming, you know, they're just normal guys. Once they say cut, they go off and like smoke a cigarette or something, or like go to Crafty and like eat a granola bar or something. They're just normal guys just walking around, and it's like Halloween. It's kind of weird, but you know, and then you know, it's not like that scary and threatening during the actual like filming, which is good because my character is not supposed to be afraid of these walkers and stuff. So.
What about as an actor, like the scariest scene to sort of go film, you know, from an intimidating standpoint?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say in episode 16.
He's just really laying the groundwork.
I'm trying to like think of other times, but like you'll just have to watch and see.
It'll be great because your Twitter feed will explode.
Yeah.
You know, next week when it all happens.
Yeah.
Hi. Which walker is your favorite?
You know, I really liked the Well Walker in season 2. Really well done. I love that thing. The one in the sewer with when Maggie was like, I had to like reach inside of its torso, was like trying to like push it away. That was really cool as well. I wasn't there for the filming for either of those ones, but it looks cool. So.
Hi Chandler, I'm Nyla, but how long did the prosthetics take on your eye?
It really only took like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, because you know, they had like the blood on the prosthetic and everything ready, just so they could save time. It was just like, yeah, they just applied it to like from here down to like almost to my ear, and so it wasn't like a giant prosthetic like usually like if it's like a walker bite or something, they would have like a big one on someone's arm or like on their neck. You know, take a while to make or to apply, and plus they have to like fill it up with blood and stuff. But did not have to do that. So, but actually in the shot that you saw on TV, like where my eye, like the first time you see Carl without an eye, that's all CG. They originally wanted to put the prosthetic on me, but we were running out of time, so they just put some blood around my eye and just had me do the scene, and they just added everything in digitally. So.
Hey guys, unfortunately we probably only have time for about 3 more questions, just to give you a heads up, but we'll try to get through a couple. So.
Hey Chandler, so my question for you is, has that had
my shirt and stuff for sound? They could just put the battery pack in my hat and have, you know, the wire coming out just like right here, so it wouldn't capture any like rubbing against like the clothes or anything. And in season 3 we realized that was not a good idea because it was like 90 degrees and we were filming for like 4 hours and that battery pack got really hot, and yeah, they had to call the fire department. So, yeah, it was really hot. So then they fixed that. So.
Hi Chandler, I was just wondering how much time you spend on your hair in the morning. Like, do you use a straightener or do you just wake up with a beautiful mane?
Wow, he's not Kylo Ren, okay?
Not that, I don't like style it or anything. I kind of just let it do its own thing. Like 5 minutes on it, like drying it or something. But other than that, nothing really.
Hey Chandler, so I was just wondering like what your favorite bad guy has been like on the show.
Gosh, you guys know what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Yes. Coming in episode 16. Possibly. Yeah, and I'm trying to. I promise I'm trying to think of other things to, but like in the comics, Negan is such a terrible guy. Like I hate him so much, and it sucks because in real life I met the Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the guy who's gonna play Negan a couple times, and he's so nice. And it sucks because I have to hate him so much. I have to like want to kill him, but he's such a nice guy. So.
Hi.
What's your favorite book?
Oh gosh. You know, Looking for Alaska, I really enjoyed. Perks of Being a Wallflower, also really enjoyed. Oh, you know what? Grace by Richard Paul Evans, who was actually here at the convention, it's such a good book. Like I love it. So it's a really short read. You can read it in like 3 or 4 hours too. It's really, really good. You guys should really check it out if you haven't read it yet. And go meet him. He's here at the convention. But yeah, Grace is a really good book. Enjoyed the whole thing.
Hi. Did you ever think that this show would make you this big?
No. I never thought that it would be this big. No. Again, when they first told us that I was auditioning for a show called The Walking Dead, me and my dad thought it was a really bad idea. Yeah, I never thought that it would have become this popular, but I'm glad it did.
Hello. I was wondering if you think that if Rick and Michonne getting together will affect Carl and Michonne's friendship.
Well, you know, really, their relationship had kind of been like, you know, she had really been acting like a mother to him for a while now. So it's, I don't think it'll be. I think it'll be weird for a while. Like when we were filming the scene where, right, we have the gun to Jesus' head. And they walk out of the bedroom with they're putting their shirts on and stuff. It was so hard not to laugh because the looks on their faces when we were filming was so funny, and everyone on the stairs, it was so hard for everyone not to just bust out laughing. And but yeah, it's I don't think it'll affect their friendship that much.
So Carl obviously handles the zombie apocalypse very well. How would you handle it?
Oh, I'd kill myself. Out. See ya. Off a building or something. Yeah, forget that.
Pretty quick order, yeah.
Hi, what is your favorite science fiction film?
Interstellar, for sure. It's still my favorite movie of all time. I've watched it 7 times. It's kind of sad. It's 3 hours long, but it's so good. I love it so much.
How hard is it to work with Norman Reedus?
Norman is a really fun guy to work with. He's he acts like a kid, and honestly, he's such a cool guy. We used to play Candy Crush in season 4. We'd compete each other against who's at the higher level and stuff, and he would always buy more lives, so it'd be totally unfair.
Yeah. I like that she was digging for some Norman Reedus dirt. She runs a Reedus gossip blog or something right there or something. But, well guys, we have reached the end of this panel, but I think it was a good one. I think you guys had fun, right? So this is what you should do next. I think he's having some photo ops after this, correct? And you'll be here tomorrow as well. So you will have more opportunities to see this awesome guy.